This segment is brought to you by the all-new Honda CR-V Supremacy returns.
So this is a really exciting day. What's so exciting? Well, what we have over here is the brand new Honda CR-V, and it's always exciting to see the launch of a brand new unit of a nameplate that we are so accustomed with on Malaysian roads. You see, the CR-V nameplate has been around since 2003 in Malaysia, and since then more than 68,000 units has been sold. So you know that Malaysians love this brand. So when Honda Malaysia said, hey, we've got a whole new one over here, we are really excited to see exactly what is new about the all-new Honda CR-V. So let's go and check this baby out. So with this all-new Honda CR-V, we've got 4 variants to choose from. Basically, you've got one 2-litre naturally aspirated model, and you've got 3 1.5-litre turbo models for you to choose from. But we'll go a little bit more in detail with the variants a little bit later. But right now, let's just take a moment to look at this brand new fascia. It's an all-new car, so it has an all-new look. And doesn't it look really, really handsome? See, not only is the design all new, but also the dimensions are all new. See, the car is now wider and longer than before, and the ground clearance is even greater than the car that it replaces. 198mm for the two-wheel drive and 208mm for the four-wheel drive. So the car is taller. It makes the car look even more, the stance even more purposeful, a lot more garang. Now, on top of that, you've also got a whole suite of LED stuff for you to choose from. The headlamps, the DRLs, the fog lamps, even the tail lamp are all LED units. So it just makes the car look really, really current. And if you look at it from a certain angle, the way the LED headlamps have been designed, very, very futuristic indeed. Now, the party is not just at the front, it's also at the back. Check it out. So, as I mentioned, you've also got LED tail lamps over here, but you know, that aside, just take a look at this design. You see, this is completely new. Now, if you thought that the front might have a little bit of a hint of the old CR-V, but when you look at it from the back, this is a thoroughly new vehicle, and you can tell from the way this tail lamp, or rather the tailgate has been designed. But speaking of tailgates, you've also got the spoiler up there for further dynamics and also to make the car look even more garang. Now, so this tailgate over here is, you know, something new that on Honda Malaysia is introducing. This is called the Programmable Tailgate because it says here hold to set height. Basically, all you need to do is you can set the height in the in which this aperture will take place, and this is to benefit the people, or rather the customers, that's a little bit on the shorter side. So, you know, imagine not having to jinkit to go and press this, right? So this really works, and it's quite innovative considering that a lot of Asians are, you know, party size. So this is, you know, a very, very good thing that Honda Malaysia has done. Good thinking. Now, this space itself, the aperture is fantastic. It's very easy to load things in, this space itself is 250mm larger than the car it replaces. But, you know, with your one-touch levers, you can put the 60/40 seat down, and you have a total volume space of 1,084 litres, which is really, really cavernous when you think about it, right, for an SUV this size. But if you want privacy for your stuff, of course, you've got this tonneau for you to pull from, and you've got a full-size spare under there. So this is a very usable space. Now, one thing that I have to note is that in Malaysia, for the local market, you're not going to get the 7-seater option, because Honda Malaysia believes that, you know, for customers within this segment, they are quite okay with just a 5-seater. So yeah, but if you were to go to Indonesia and stuff like that, you might be able to see the 7-seater option. But for here, this is as good as it gets, and it's pretty good. So Honda's new mantra is man maximum, machine minimum. So that means more space for the man, for the women's, all of us, right? So which is why the cabin space is much larger as compared to before. You see, you've got 90mm of legroom over here, which is very, very capacious in space. This is a very roomy car. Regardless if you're sitting 2 or 3 abreast at the back here, you are definitely going to get a lot of space for you to move around in. And I'm not just talking about the knee room or leg room, but I'm also talking about lateral space and also headroom. It's a tall car, and this is really something a lot of people would appreciate. You don't feel claustrophobic. The color scheme has been made to in such a way that the car will actually feel very light and airy inside, and that's definitely a good thing. Okay, now we move to the main party room for the driver. And my, I'm very impressed with the way this looks. Very, very nicely done, Honda. The interior looks fantastic. The touch points are all looking very classy, and the finishing just it just looks very atas. Good job, very, very nicely done. Okay, so the center of attraction would definitely be the 7-inch audio advanced audio display over here, which is exactly where you will be controlling everything about the car, right? So everything is going to be done over here. It looks very nice, and of course, being very current, it is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto ready. So yeah, so this is where everything, the bulk of your controls is going to be happening. You've got dual zone climate control, which is of course front, left and right, and you've also, as I mentioned earlier, you've got aircon vents at the rear. The interior has been designed in such a way that you have more space to play around with, and I'm talking about a lot of space. You've got all these cubby holes, and this particular cubby hole over here is a very unique type because it's customizable, but it's also big enough for you, or rather for the ladies, to fit in your small handbags, ensuring that it's in the safest position possible, so that, you know, window break-ins can't happen lah. Okay, also on top of that, in here you've got a whole host of USB ports, 12-volt power outlets, and also a HDMI port. So you can connect all your devices here. You've also got another 12-volt power outlet over here. So that's going to be ensuring that you are well connected and well charged in here. All right, as you can see, the buttons has been reduced. So you've got an econ button here, and the parking brake has also been omitted, so you've got an electronic parking brake over here. It really declutters this entire space, making it look very, very elegant, very, very simple, and very, very nice. A good sized bin over there. You've got also bins on the left and right, but really what this car is all about is this new feature that has been recently or just introduced with this new Honda CR-V, which is Honda Sensing, and it is a very advanced way of ensuring that you, the driver, and your passengers are always kept safe. It's so long, I actually need to have my paper with me. So as part of Honda Sensing, you've got the driver cruising aids, which includes adaptive cruise control and low speed follow. You've also got frontal collision deterrence, which is the forward collision warning and collision mitigation braking system, and also side collision deterrence, which is lane departure warning, road departure mitigation, and lane keep assist system. So all this works thanks to a monocular camera, which is set up front here, and also a radar wave system at the front end of the car, which ensures that the car is always being kept in the safest position possible. And of course, all the other standard features like VSC and ABS and all that is all part and parcel of this premium Honda ownership experience. So you know you're buying a car which is tech heavy, and that is exactly what Honda wants you to feel, which is definitely a good thing. So it all boils down to the variants that are on offer over here. As I mentioned, there are 4 variants for you to choose from. You've got the 2-litre two-wheel drive as the base model. Then as you progress up, you've got the 1.5-litre turbocharged two-wheel drive. And then you've got the 1.5-litre turbocharged 4-wheel drive. And to top it all off, you've got the 1.5-litre turbocharged two-wheel drive premium. And that's the one with all the bells and whistles. You see, the engine is almost similar to the one that is found in the brand new Civic, but this one has a higher output. This now makes 190 PS and 240 Newton meters of torque, enough to propel this behemoth of a vehicle forward in a very, very rapid and progressive way. The drive, I've heard and I've read, is supposed to be really, really amazing. Can't wait to actually test this car out on the road. But yeah, so this is the kind of technological advancement that Honda wants to bring to you, and as Malaysians, I think it's great to see that they are very confident in bringing a product that is so advanced and filled with technology for the consumption of Malaysian users. It is also a great time to own Honda because this now comes with the 5 years unlimited mileage warranty, and also you get to basically experience the whole Honda experience, starting with 142,400 ringgit for the 2-litre model, and for the top of the line is 167,700 ringgit. So as I mentioned, the whole notion of the Korean cars being cheaper as compared to the Japanese cars despite having all the bells and whistles, well, this is definitely challenging that. So this is the all-new Honda CR-V, and it looks to be the market leader that it has always meant to be. So we're just going to wait to see if this is going to be a cracker on the road.
This segment is brought to you by the all-new Honda CR-V Supremacy returns.